What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Guns N' Roses True Story. Now, I've profiled a lot of different Guns N' Roses songs, albums over the past couple episodes. Most recently, I did Get in the Ring from Use Your Illusion 2. I did Double Talk and Jive. I did the Live Era album. I did the Spaghetti Incident, Coma, Right Next Door to Hell. Yesterday's I did. I don't know if it's out yet on my channel because I usually tape these ahead of time, but it probably is. So today we're talking about a favorite of mine, and this song kind of grew on me. I think if you ask me as an adult, what was my first memory of Guns N' Roses? Mine is probably a lot different than a lot of other people's. I remember I was born in 1986, so of course I wasn't listening to Appetite for Destruction when I was 1 year old. But I remember when I was 6 or 7, seeing Guns N' Roses all the time on MTV, and for some reason The Garden really sticks out in my head, even though the song wasn't played that much on MTV because of the scenes that took place in the strip clubs and stuff. For some reason this video is something I remember as a kid seeing on television. So The Garden was actually found on Use Your Illusion 1. It's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds long. It was written by Axl Rose, Arkeen, and Del James. Now, if you guys look at the songwriting credits for Use Your Illusion, they're a lot different than they were for Appetite for Destruction because they had some additional songwriters like Arkeen, Del James, Paul Hugh, which was a guy that was one of Axl's friends from Indiana, who sort of was like the Yoko Ono of Guns N' Roses in some ways. At least that's how he's described by some Guns N' Roses fans. And, Del James and Arkeen, they've written a couple of other Guns N' Roses songs. Most notably, Arkeen helped write Yesterday's. He helped write It's So Easy. And then, Del James helped write Yesterday's as well. So The Garden is a song that was written pretty early on in Guns N' Roses' early days. It was written actually before Appetite for Destruction, but it was not included on that album. And, according to Slash, when they were actually doing the demos of the song, Axl's delivery while recording the song really resembled Alice Cooper, who the band had actually opened for in the late 80s. So then the band decided, we should invite Alice Cooper to sing on the song. And, Alice Cooper, who actually was in LA at the time, got an invitation to the studio. He heard the actual track, accepted the invitation, and he actually recorded his part on the song. And I remember there's a story that was told where Axl Rose called up Alice Cooper to invite him into the studio to sing on the song. And Alice Cooper knew that Axl was like a real perfectionist and loved to spend times, just tweaking stuff on the song. And he basically told Axl, listen, I've got about an hour. I've got a tea time I got to make, because Alice Cooper's a pretty avid golfer. And he said, we've only got an hour, and that's all I'm going to give you. So he actually only recorded his part 3 times, and then, that made it onto the album. And not only is Alice Cooper actually on the song, Rose's friend Shannon Hoon also does backup vocals on the song as well. As you guys know, Shannon Hoon was in the video for Don't Cry. He also sang on the song as well. The actual ending of the music video, Guns N' Roses give a special thanks to Alice Cooper and Shannon Hoon for their guest vocals. And what's funny is neither of them actually appear in the music video for the song. Now, Del James wrote the actual lyrics for the song, and once the song was actually recorded, Axl called Del James' office, played the song over the phone for him, and actually told him that Alice Cooper was singing his lyrics. Del was speechless for the rest of the afternoon, according to the band. And if you guys look at the songwriting credits, Arkeen actually plays acoustic guitar on the track. Now, there's actually a clip on YouTube of Arkeen and Axl singing an acoustic version of The Garden from MTV. I believe it's from 1989, so I've linked to that video down below if you guys want to check it out. Axl talks a bit about trying to sing like Rod Stewart as well. And even though the song had a video released for it, it was never officially released as a single or sent to radio stations as a promo. They filmed the promo video, which went to networks in 1993, and it also appeared as a B-side to the single Estranged, which was released in January of 1994. And if you guys have seen the music video, it's kind of an odd Guns N' Roses video. It's shot completely in black and white. It basically depicts various band members in sections of New York City, more specifically Times Square and Washington Square Park. It was basically released to promote the Use Your Illusion tour, and like I had said before at the beginning, due to various scenes taking place in strip clubs, the video was not shown very much on MTV. And when Guns N' Roses put out the compilation video of Welcome to the Videos, The Garden is on there. Now, one thing that's really strange I've noticed with this video is, anytime you guys want to go see a Guns N' Roses video, whether it's Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, or November Rain, you'll notice that, the only channel that'll really have those videos is the Guns N' Roses Vivo channel on YouTube. But if you go type in Guns N' Roses The Garden, this actual video is not even on their Vivo page. It's almost like they don't even want to acknowledge it, or somebody forgot about it and didn't put it up on the actual YouTube page. But then they have like a weird video for Bad Apples, which they never actually released an official video for back in the day. So there's only 2 people who actually have the official video on their YouTube channel. And I find that kind of strange. I don't know why that is. I just think it was an oversight. But let me know if you guys have noticed this. Now, The Garden has been played live a bunch of times. It was played only live during 1993. It was played over 20 times in 1993. Basically, when Guns N' Roses came back from doing their dates in Japan and Australia and New Zealand, they resumed playing arenas in the U.S. They started playing in Texas, and then they played all across the U.S. They played a couple dates in Mexico. Every single show, pretty much, they played The Garden. The first actual live performance was their first show of that leg of the tour, the Skin and Bones tour, which was in February of 1993. I haven't been able to find the first performance. The only performance I can find from that Austin, Texas show is The Garden of Eden, which was performed live for the first time at that show. But there are a couple other good live versions of The Garden. Probably the most popular one is the one that Guns did in Hartford in 1993. Guns has never played the song since. Hopefully it's something they bring out on tour as part of the reunion tour. And then there's a demo of The Garden up on YouTube as well. Now, it's a pretty old demo. Some people think it's not with all the band members, and it's got a drum machine as well. So I've linked to that down below for you guys to go check out. So that does it for today's video. I think the last thing I want to leave you guys with is, of course, the meaning of the song. Now, I've looked online. I've seen a couple different interpretations of it. I always thought the song was about drugs, more specifically heroin, because there's a little scene of Slash at the beginning where it looks like he's nodding off. So I always thought it was about drugs. One guy claims it's about Charles Manson and the Manson girls, and I want to know from you guys, what do you think The Garden is actually about? Comment down below and let me know. And let me know, what fact were you guys most interested in to hear about on this episode of Guns N' Roses True Story? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.